What's up? Black Peonies here with me, Agun Kisawa, and today we are gonna talk about, in our season, we call it FYI questions. We're gonna talk about life challenge in Jakarta. I thought it's very challenging for you, those of you who are working in Jakarta. It's been a lot of time right now for the coronavirus to spread, and regarding the problems that may happen through the Jakarta today, we cannot deny that a lot of people may suffer a lot with this situation. Let's talk about what the challenge as a new worker in Jakarta. I thought the fundamental challenge that you have as a new worker in a new field, like the fresh graduate, the real fresh graduate, maybe you have some talent to program, make a website and such when you are be a programmer for example, but then in the matter of the capacity and in the matter of advance to know even more detail about your job, you may have some struggle in it, and some of the new, or we call it new fresh graduate may have faced. And if you go like me, join a officer development program, or it's more like managerial program for those of the new worker, really want to learn about stuff and really want to learn everything from the bottom level to understand the workflow. And it's gonna be like fun, it's gonna be like very hard, it's gonna be like very tough. I thought this working in a bank is not my kind of perfect idea in my perspective. I really have another kind of featureization of myself that work on, for example, like a startup company I really love the most, because their life, their workflow, it's very good in my perspective. When I saw it in the video and I saw it in the certain commercial break, it was very cool, and it is still cool until right now. In my perspective, working at a bank, I not my first idea to work with, but then because I really want to work and really want to face the world and want to see what exactly the world looks like, I really want to take the challenge. And yeah, thanks God, I just accepted in a Mandiri University. A Mandiri Bank. Everyone have a chance to have their work too. Working in a bank, it's very good too. I learned a lot, and I'm not proud anyway until I join a officer development program. And I start with the condition that I don't know everything about a bank, what exactly bank looks like, how it goes, how it's way, and exactly that made me think about what do I need to do and learn. And exactly this is something that very most new or newbie gonna goes and be, they have no talent on certain field, for example, and over that, because they have no talent in certain field, they may find a very hard in to understand the work itself. But rather than that, I love to work in a bank because I learned how to use the money. The salary is not that big for the officer development program, but I don't want to mention it. If I compare with some startup company, they give it even more and hiring people more. But then it's matter of the strategy and matter of the time that talk about how people can understand a lot. But I don't want to say that's too small for the salary, because it's quite make you can live properly, you can have a flat, you can have a very nice rooms like me. If you really want to, you still can spend it, your money, for example, for food every day, very good and proper way. I think it's very good for me to say in a matter of the income, it's not that big deal. But then for the most of the problems when we work in a big company is to understand the whole package of workflow. In my perspective, the workflow, it's quite hard to understand if you just learn piece by piece. You need to make a bigger picture to understand the whole areas in your work. I think working in a bank, it's not my big dream before, but right now I'm thinking about to see in a bigger picture. I love the bank so much right now. Let's talk about the first idea. It's money. As a new worker in Jakarta, you may have a problem to saving money because the life expense is very crazy expensive in comparison with their salary and such. And for the record, if you stay in Jakarta, you need around 2.5 million rupiah for the best flat that you can even rent. I say that because there is something that like very proper flat that you can rent around a 2.5 million. I've been in a situation that I ran for the flat is around a 1.2 million, and I think it's not that worth it. Even the price that good, but then talk about the size of the room, talk about the facilities, talk about what that your flat can give to you. It's all about the facilities and also services. I think it's not that worth it. And in my new flat right now, I think that it feels more comfortable. It feels more enjoy to have a very nice flat, but of course with a very different amount of price. And as a new worker in Jakarta, you may haven't faced this kind of way. Rather than choose a very cheaper one, I'm trying to recommend you to choose a minimum size, the medium price, because a lot of things it's very helpful. Because in my own, in my own rent house, in my own flat, I just need to pay around 2.5 for certain facilities like free water, free fresh water, free electricity, free TV, full package of furniture, free of a refrigerator, and other free, and then free laundry. It's very best. It's the best price for me, because even if that is very expensive in the amount of the money that I got from my own company, because I'm a new worker, so I thought, yeah, it's quite big for the first kickstart to have a good flat. But then when we have a good flat, free internet and free everything, it's very important. I just in my flat, another facility is a free internet. Talk about money. As a fresh graduate, I don't see money as the first of my journey to begin my work. I think that yeah, you may have imagination that you have bigger money, then you have a bigger proper, better and proper life. If that's right, when you have more money to yourself, it means that you can do more saving or even invest on getting more experience. For example, like travel around the world by saving your money, then go to travel. But then talk about like going travel, but then talk about when you have a lot of money in your company, it's gonna be big good. But for a fresh graduate in Jakarta, they may have an average of the salary around 6 million till 10 million in a month. I think it's a proper um, salary, an average salary for a fresh graduate from university. And I do believe that people really love to have a bigger amount of money because they can save more, right? Everyone loves it. But then talk about that. We talk about how certain company also trying to give us little or lesser money because we are know nothing about a job. For example, we have nothing about this the workflow in the company. And let's to the second topic. Talk about a problem and obstacle as newbie. It's something like not that bad. And I'm working in my company right now. It's called Mandiri Bank. It's not that cool like Tokopedia, Traveloka, and Gojek and Grab, because this company is a state company. I do believe that most youngsters want to hype with the certain company that really they love the most, like startup company, unicorn startup company, Decacorn and such. I do believe that I really love that too. I have a dream before to work in that certain company, but then have no time and have no chance to apply for a job there. It made me not take that job. I should take, but it failed. And one of the company that accept me, it's my bank. Not my bank, but my bank right now. That's Mandiri Bank. And working in the Mandiri Bank for 1 month, around 1 month, 1 until 2 months right now, it's helped me a lot to understand about the whole situation, about the whole financial about a whole financial product, like finance product that may occur in Indonesia. I learn a lot about it right now. And talk about ODP, or Officer Development Program. It's such a program that created by the government. It's such a program that created by Mandiri Bank for the fresh graduate to go and learn about the technology, for example, and learn about the financial, of course, learn about finance, learn about everything about a bank. They learn about how to invest. They learn about how to learn about stock market too. And in Mandiri University, we learn a lot every day. Until 3 months, we understand maybe like bigger picture of what the bank does exactly in our world. They have like intermediary duties and such. It's very nice to talk about it later in another topic maybe. The obstacle as newbie that I faced in the very beginning, in the first of my career, is to understand people, to talk with people, to blend with the people. I mean, if you have the talent to blend with the people, it's gonna be very good. Ever since that you start a new company and you can meet a lot of people in very different background, very different characters and such, and you may need to blend with those people because you're not work like a machine with nobody beside you. Of course, you work like a people, you like work like a team. So what you need to do is to make sure that the team is blend, and that's what I did in my company right now. I blend with the people, I blend with my team. I'm learning a lot about to understand people even more, and to understand my job, of course. And what I face as new worker, I also question a lot. If I don't know the reason behind the solution, for example, I'm trying to make a question. I'm trying to ask to my team this, whether or not this question is gonna be like whether or not that's right, and whether or not why then those idea be taken, or those solution is taken in the certain part of the product, for example. And as a new worker, you may have and strive with a condition that let's talk about time management. As a new worker, that I faced, it's very hard to manage my time in the very beginning of my day. In my first journey in Mandiri Bank, I thought it's a not easy step for me to learn how to do this, how to do that, how to make this, how to make this document, how to create this solution, how to understand the workflow and such. I'm learning a lot with the people that really very professional on it right now. And talk about time management, it's very hard to talk, even in this condition in COVID-19, because you work at home. If there is no job to work, then you need to learn something new. I'm trying to do it. What I'm trying to do when I in a COVID situation, maybe I talk a little bit with my friend in via line after that, or via WhatsApp, or after that I just joined another course that we have in Mandiri Bank have, and learn about the course, learn about everything that's very important. Yeah, that I did to prepare everything. I mean, like, I don't want to waste my time to not do nothing in the COVID situation, because all of the job that I have from the first beginning of the season right now is kind of like very declined, and all of things goes to virtual, and much easier to talk with the people right now, much easier to arrange a schedule to talk, schedule to discuss, schedule to create a solution, for example. And in my perspective, I'm trying to do a lot of things in my moment, because in my age, like 23 years old, I need to learn a lot, right? And when you spend a lot of time on the office, one of the things that very hard to find is your new, for example, you're trying to find a girlfriend, and it's gonna be very hard because your time is used for work even more than your time to spend for yourself sometimes. And as a new worker, some of new worker like me, very hard to manage the time, for example, like manage the right time to do this, to do that. After that, sometimes I flood with a lot of jobs, sometimes I have no job at all. I have small amount of job to create and to be done. And okay, this whole package as a new worker, a new challenge, in my perspective, I thought it's a kind of messy talk that I'm trying to say to you, but hopefully you like it. And regarding another thing, that investment is very, very important, and you need to, even you have less amount of money to a less amount of money that you create every month, what you can do in a COVID situation, in my perspective, that you invest a lot. I mean, like, goes to the stock market, goes to the certain investment like gold and such, it's very good. But in my perspective, stock market prices is decline every second, every week. Until right now, I still buy a stock market. I just got a profit a lot because I bought a stock market in the right time. I think that every one of you can do that. Take this opportunity, because this is a very important opportunity for everyone to make money, to make more money. Don't spend your money for technologies right now, because the price of technology is very, very high in comparison, because the dollar rising very fast. So in my perspective, that you need to investing more of your money in stock market. If you don't have it, trying to open it in Indonesia we call Securitas. I don't know if a foreigner can do that too. One of the things that I know, that if you are Indonesian, you can open it very easy and very visible to create it. And there is such a tips as a new worker with a very minimum salary. I mean, like medium salary in Jakarta, to still live, to still invest, to still create money in a COVID situation. If you meet with me in my company, don't forget to say shout out. My name is Esa. As always, stay strong, healthy, and be amazing. Thank you.